for YouTube. Okay, I'm so happy. I'm in Pontiac, Michigan, and I'm at home in Michigan, and I'm talking to Lew Elbert, who is part of a team of the CCRT, which is the Catholic Community Response Team out of St. Michael's. And my sister is very involved in this organization, and I'm just happy Lew spearheads a lot of it, maybe all of it. I'm not sure. We're going to find out today. Lew, can you tell us when the team started, the response team started, and a little bit about the mission of the organization?
We started probably, 8 or 9 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It all started because one day I was at our CCRT offices in downtown Pontiac, which they primarily do a lot of work for people who need help coming off the street with IDs, birth certificates, all sorts of things, how to be directed to the right agency for assistance, etc. And I was down there helping out, and one of the people working there says, we've got these people who need some mattresses, and I've got some people who want to donate some mattresses. Can you figure out a way that we can get them connected? I said, well, I met a guy who recently had a pickup. Let's see if we can't get that done for him. So we did, and then we did another one, and then another one, and pretty soon we were doing a lot of them, and pretty soon we were in homes where there were kids sleeping on floors, which just drives me nuts. And so we just started doing more, and then some more guys joined me, and now we kind of divvy up all the various tasks that we do, and we go through a lot of beds. And generally, we'd never get enough donated, so we go out and buy them. And we sell off the stuff that get donated to us that's extra, as you can see here in this room.
Right.
I'll
span around for a minute while you're talking. There we go. Yeah.
And so with the money that we generate from that, we have a great business model. There's no expenses. And so what we do is buy beds and sheets and frames and every once in a while a microwave, but basically the essentials of life. Now with all this furniture, we got so here's beds and couches and dining room tables and chairs and all sorts of bedroom furniture.
You have desk furniture. You have everything.
Our typical client is a young mother with a couple kids who's been pulled out of a fire or out of an abusive home and who's been placed by an agency into an apartment or something and then has absolutely nothing in it. And so we're going to go and bring her what she needs to set up a household, what I call the basics of living, to take care of her kids and put them in beds. So we do 2 or 3 or 4 of those a week, and pick up furniture. We pick up furniture in the mornings and deliver them in the afternoons. And now we're up to for our Christmas luncheon, we had 45 people. So there'd be 45 people who, in one way or another, helped us all year. Usually there's at least 30 here every week, working on helping other people, period.
And that's so important. And how does a volunteer, do they find out by word of mouth, or how do people get drawn to you? I know my sister, who volunteers a lot here now, she said she first came by as a customer, basically, like came and brought stuff or dropped stuff off and purchased things and then got involved. How do they usually find you, or you find the volunteers?
We have a lot of retirees, and so the retirees, a person who's just retiring said, well, what do you do? How do you keep busy? And most of them will say, I have a very enjoyable time giving back by working with these people. They call themselves movers and shakers, which somebody gave us that name one time. We were moving furniture, and I said, you ought to call yourself the movers and shakers, and it just stuck. But so generally retirees hear about it that way. That's where most of a lot of the guys, their wives say, you got to get out of the house. Those guys are doing good things. You go work with them. Right.
That's great. And people can come in, once a week and purchase things?
Right. We open every Monday from 1 to 3, and that's plenty for everybody to get whatever they need. And meanwhile, as they're buying stuff, we are delivering stuff to our clients.
It's a constant cycle of movement. That's why you're the movers and shakers.
It's amazingly busy here every Monday.
It's so wonderful. And it also, the people that you're helping that are going to homes, they can come here and select things too, right? I think Marilyn said that. Or do you just take everything to them? Or do you let them come in sometimes and have at it to get things for their house?
Usually we take them. We pick what they say they need: a couch and a bed, and this and that. we're going to load it up and take it to them because they generally don't have a car.
Right.
The next level up would be people who have a car or have a means of transportation. They're going to come in on a Monday and pick out and hopefully give us some money, cents on the dollar. And then just all I do is go buy more mattresses with it.
Right, exactly. And you have them, I'll go down there and take some footage, but you have another whole level with like housewares and knickknacks and art things downstairs, right?
It's like a backyard rummage sale. But the key thing that's down there is all the linens, all the bed stuff, and then two more things that we take to many of our clients. One is called Kitchen in a Box.
Okay.
It is a box with all of the basics of the kitchen, and then also usually going with that is things like knives and forks and spoons and plates and cups and glasses. And then there's also janitor and a pail. And
nice. How cute.
We've had some churches donate a pail that has some basic cleaning supplies in it. And laundry supplies and things like that. And so they keep track of all those things while doing the other knickknacks and so on.
Right. What's so great is that you really take the burden of whatever the obstacle is that the person's been going through away when you can provide these things for them and help them ease their journey back into, a better state of life from whatever the circumstances were.
We'd like to think we upped it a notch or two anyway.
It's so great. Thank you so much, Lew. I really appreciate you taking time out during the Christmas holiday to talk to me. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Okay.